I am Kenson Casimir. We begin tonight with track and field school sports. The grand final of the 2018 Inter-Schools Track and Field Championships got underway earlier today. The event took place at the Darren Sammy Cricket Grounds. Student athletes from across the island participated in a number of events with the hopes of finishing in the top 3 spots. We spoke to Terry Finisterre, who is heavily involved in track and field through the Monstars Track Club.
Well, it's really exciting. I mean, we're doing this under the banners of Flow Sports and, of course, the Flow Carifta Games coming up in a couple of weeks in the Bahamas. A number of the athletes who are here competing for the various schools are going to be representing St. Lucia at the Carifta Games. So it's really exciting to see the atmosphere, to see the kids coming out and giving up their best and encouraging friendly rivalries amongst the various schools. And it's just wonderful to see the expression of athleticism and the expression of sporting excellence that these kids are working towards constantly.
Now, you're a sportsman yourself, definitely in this field. You know, seeing the athletes and the talent that continues to come out of it, how does that make you feel for the future of St. Lucia sports?
Well, I mean, there's so much more that we can do. We're doing, well, but, there's so much more that we can do to help develop our young athletes. Some of my athletes have done well here this week, but you're happy, you're proud, but you're never really satisfied, and you always want to strive for more. And I think that is a sort of mindset that we need to adopt on a more widespread basis in St. Lucia. We need to strive for more, but we need to as well sit back for a moment and reflect on what we have achieved.
Well, one of the outstanding student athletes on the day was Maya Hippolyte. The Miko Secondary School student won gold in both the 100 and the 200 meters.
Lucia, we are here with Maya Hippolyte. She's representing for the Miko Secondary School. She's just one of the many winners that are happening today amongst all the action. How are you feeling because you just won your event?
I feel great, but I didn't like my start in the race, so I have to work on that, yeah.
Now, that's spoken like a true athlete that really wants to achieve her best. Now, how was your preparations for today's activities?
I didn't prepare for the races. I just ran.
Great. And how was it in terms of support from your school with everybody knowing that you're running?
It was great. They cheered me on when I was running. I was hearing them screaming my name, so yeah.
Great. Now, is this something you want to pursue as a career in the future?
Yes.
What do you love about being an athlete?
Placing first in my races.
Well, on the day, Carifta selectee Shelton St. Rose also completed an impressive double. St. Rose, who will be representing Team St. Lucia at the games in Bahamas, won both the 100 and the 200 meters. Well, the event kicked off with a short opening ceremony, which saw a number of schools participating. Next up is the Inter-District Primary Schools meet, also scheduled for the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground. Well, the grand final of the Grocery 2017 domestic cricket tournament got underway on Wednesday, March 14th at the Grocery playing field. Winning the toss and batting first in a 50-over side match, Gerson Strikers, after a century opening stand of 120 between Vanillas Gabriel and Lee Solomon, they only reached 231 before being bowled out in the 43rd over. Vanillas Gabriel top scored with 74, which included 14 fours, Lee Solomon 43, McKenny Clark a useful 28 towards the back end of the innings. Shahid Clausel 14 not out and Zidan Arthur 10. The damage for Edward Blasters were the spin duo of left-arm orthodox spinner Keegan Arnold. He had the impressive figures of 5 for 33 in his allotted 10 overs, and right-arm off spinner Keegan Patrick, who bowled just as well. He finished with 4 for 44 in his 10 overs. On Thursday, March 15th, the final evening of the match, with Edward Blasters set a victory target of 232 in 50 overs, the match seemed interestingly poised, but Edward Blasters, in response, was dismissed for disappointing 158 in 27.2 overs. With Captain Dean Edward top scoring with 48, Gian Buddha 15, Keegan Arnold 14, Stuart Cauldron 11, and Tyler Sukwa 10. Ripping through the batting of Edward Blasters for Gerson Strikers were Winwood Islands under 17 player skipper Simeon Gerson with his left arm orthodox spin. He took a 5 for 43 in 9 overs, and right arm leg spinner, that's Winwood Islands under 15 captain Hakim O'Geese, capturing 5 for 50 in 9.2 overs. Gerson Strikers, they won by 73 runs. Well, the following awards or trophies were presented after the match to conclude the tournament. The MVP of the finals, of course, Simeon Gerson. The most runs went to Vanillas Gabriel. The most wickets went to Keegan Arnold. The first runner-up was Edward Blasters. The championship trophy went to Gerson Strikers. Well, under-19 cricketers from the various districts will showcase their skills as the first round of matches bowl off in the St. Lucia National Cricket Association's under-19 cricket tournament. Matches scheduled as follows. On March 17th, Grocery they take on Barbados. On March 18th, Monrepo takes on Soufrière at Dennery, while Mabia Valley takes on Choiseul at PI. Meanwhile, the second round of matches in the Division 1 two-day competition will be played this weekend. Mabia Valley will take on Barbados at the Mabia Valley. Grocery takes on Central Castries at the Darren Sammy Cricket Grounds. Soufrière they take on Miku at Lafargue. Monrepo they take on Vieux-Fort South at Monrepo, while Choiseul they take on Vieux-Fort North at the Philip Master Grounds. Well, matches bowl off at 10 a.m. In football, this weekend, the Castries Football Council, CFC, in collaboration with the St. Lucia Football Association, SLFA, and sponsor Peter Malta, will launch 2 youth leagues involving duly registered youth football programs in the northern zone of the island. The northern football zones include the Castries, Central Castries, South Castries, Masha, Laclery, Babonneau, and Cruzery. The CFC SLFA Northern Zone Youth League will provide over 300 co-ed youth players with the opportunity to compete at the under-11 and under-17 age groups over a 2-month period. Now, the Honorable Stevenson King constituency football competition continued at the Laclery playing field on Thursday evening. In the lone match played, Radix took on LA All-Stars. In this matchup, Radix started with a flourish as they found the back of the net in the 41st minute through Nanja Norville. As a result, Radix went into the dressing room leading 1-0. LA All-Stars would come roaring back. MacArthur Colloa found the equalizer in the 69th minute, while Keon Paul found the winner in the 89th minute. As a result, All-Stars won 2-1. Matches continue in this tournament on the weekend. On Saturday, Active Strikers they take on Hustlers United at 5:15, while Better Thinkers take on Lancers at 7:15. On Sunday, Agard United they take on Radix United at 5:15, while the Laclery Veterans they take on LA All-Stars at 7:15. All matches are being played at the Laclery playing field. Well, we take a break, but when we come back, you definitely don't want to miss our So Sad moment of the week. Welcome back. Well, Venus Williams registered a straight set win over Carlos Suarez Navarro to reach the semifinals of the BNP Paribas Open in California. The 7-time Grand Slam champion, she won 6-3, 6-2 in just 71 minutes. Well, Williams, ranked 8th in the world, hit 5 aces as she beat the Spaniard for the 4th consecutive time. The American will play Daria Kasatkina next after the Russian, who ranked 19th in the world, thrashed the former world number 1 Angelique Kerber 6-0, 6-2. Well, in men's action, world number 1 Roger Federer equaled his best start to a season when he beat South Korea's Kyung Hong to reach the Indian Wells Masters semi-final. The defending champion claimed his 16th victory in 2018 with a 7-5, 6-1 win over the world number 26 in California. Now, Daniel Welbeck, he scored twice on the day as Arsenal beat AC Milan to reach the quarterfinals of the Europa League.
Champions League via that route, realistically. Çalhanoğlu scores! It did to Spina, nowhere near it from a long way out. And what have we got here now? Those Milan fans start to believe, and will Arsenal maybe start to wobble?
Big questions in the Arsenal defence, Mustafi and Bellerin.
Wilshere. And then Ramsey looking to siphon it in. Lays it off quickly. Mkhitaryan. Danny Welbeck, was he fouled there? What is the referee going to give it? Yes, he's given it. He had a long thing. I think he got some help there from the assistant behind it.
That's not a penalty for me, not at all. Very harsh for AC Milan. I can't believe the official behind the goal has given that terrible decision.
It was a long debate. And he puts it away. 1-1 on the night, 3-1 on aggregate now. And that... Xhaka, we know he can hit them, and he does hit that. And he's found his way in. Mistake by Donnarumma, and that might be the howler that puts Arsenal safe and sound into the quarterfinals. Wilshere. To stand it up. Headed by Ramsey, and then Welbeck finishes it all off. That's it. Game, set, match. Arsenal into the last 8. And Welbeck gets 2 goals on the night.
goals on the day, the Welbeck.
Victory meant Arsenal reached a European quarterfinals for the first time since 2010. In other notable results, Atletico Madrid defeated Lokomotiv 5-1, while Marseille defeated Athletic Bilbao 2-1. Well, Manchester City will face Liverpool in an all-Premier League Champions League quarter-final. Runaway leaders City, they suffered their only defeat in the league this season at Liverpool on the 14th of January. Well, Pep Guardiola's side beat the Reds 5-0 at the Etihad Stadium last September. Well, the first leg will take place at Anfield. Meanwhile, holders Real Madrid will face Italian champions Juventus, while Barcelona, they square off against Roma, while Sevilla, they play Bayern Munich. Well, for our so sad moment of the week, Chelsea, they played good football. I'll give them that. But for me, playing good football is not all. You must score. Chelsea couldn't. There was one man who could, Lionel Messi. Messi scored twice to give Barcelona victory. But it is where the ball passed twice that has to be the so sad moment of the week. Well, Thibaut Courtois considered the 3 goals. 2 of the times, a player decided that the best way to reach the promised land was through another man's legs. So sad. Sports, the DBS News continues after the break.